Hey everyone, it's November 13th. We got the morning market rundown here. We talk about price action and potential playouts for the day. Let's get into it. So yesterday we talked about two different scenarios that could potentially play out. We talked about getting back above the week to date volume weighted average price, reclaiming it and starting to get going with a stop underneath VWAP or a stop at the low of day. Then we talked about if we failed to hold above VWAP, monitor a further decline back down into the VWAP from the gap up here on Tuesday. And that's exactly where we pulled back to. And we could see that on the daily time frame. And we could see that on the intermediate time frame on this 30-minute chart. We pulled back right to this volume weighted average price from the Wednesday and bounced up and rejected that daily VWAP here. And we're starting to pull back to this 5-day moving average. So we could see here, this was the play that once this failed, if you're aggressive scalper and flexible, once this breaks and breaks below this, let's get rid of this VWAP here. Once this breaks below the daily VWAP, rejects the 2-day and breaks this low a day, you could set a stop up right here at this 598.40 and ride this trend back down to this anchored VWAP. And we said this was a key level. So if you wanted to, once you saw this strength and started to break above here, you could ride that or wait for evidence of this 50-minute trend to start to flatten rise and start to take this up into the daily VWAP and 2-day VWAP. Okay. So that's the potential scenario. That was the price action for yesterday. Let's talk about the scenario for today. So we could see that we're pulling back to this 5-day moving average. So maybe this is going to be like a big U, and then we're going to get a little U, and then reclaim that week to date, and then get going for that uptrend continuation, or perhaps that this price action maybe we get something like this. This is a big U, little U. If this starts to rally back up, it was to reclaim the daily VWAP, trade back up into the week to date volume weighted average price, start to reclaim it up in this area and get going to fuel that leg up. Or we continue to pull back, break this 590.468 level. So we pull back, break this 594.68, get that election VWAP 590, bounce, undercut a little bit, maybe come back and tag this month to date VWAP, and then start to settle down. And then, so some key levels would be down to this, the election VWAP at 590, 591.07, and a potential support here at this 587.55 area, the month to date volume weighted average price. So those are some potential setups that we're looking for that could play out that could look like something like this. Get back above this week to date volume weighted average price up in this area. So then we could look for something like something up here with a potential stop right here. Or if you're looking to take the short, starts to break, reclaim up in here, then you got to stop maybe up in here or that higher low that's set up right here. I won't be taking that. I'll just be waiting for the intermediate trend to set back up again. Let's get into the QQQ. So we talked about the price action scenarios yesterday, and we see a similar situation to the SPY. We pulled back right to this Wednesday's VWAP here from the gap up on Wednesday, and we caught that bounce, and we traded right back into the 2-day the volume weighted average price for the week, and that daily VWAP area. So we could see we're trading beneath this VWAP low here. So same concept here on the Qs, that maybe this price action wants to get up here, rally back up, start to consolidate, get back above that daily VWAP, and then feel that push up. So we could get rid of this stuff now here. This could be a potential stop up in this area. And then be looking like to participate as you get back above the week to date volume and average price to feel that push back up into 515. Or maybe this price action fails and we actually continue to fall, undercut the 5-day moving average, consolidate, and then hit that election VWAP and then start to bounce back up from there. So the key level from that election VWAP is that 507.40, and then we got a key level at this month to date volume weighted average price at 502.67. If you like this, like and subscribe. Drop any questions or comments.